Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, where we love to take a pause and really drill deep into some of the most profound stories and concepts. We're starting our journey today with the incredible, often challenging Book of Job. The very first chapter in the Book of Job starts, 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. Now if you've ever read the opening lines of Job, you'll hear that he was perfect and upright and one who feared God. And if you're like a lot of people, that phrase, feared God, might make you hit the brakes. Why would Job need to fear God? Isn't God supposed to be like a loving father? Would you be afraid of your own parent? This is a crucial, deep drill question, and it's exactly what we want to unpack. Beyond just being scared, the true meaning of fear. When the Bible talks about fearing God, especially in the Hebrew original, it's almost never about being terrified of God in the way you might be scared of a monster or a cruel tyrant. The Hebrew word often used, yira, encompasses a much richer spectrum of meaning. Think about it this way: awe and reverence. Imagine standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon or witnessing a powerful storm, or looking up at the vastness of the night sky. You're not necessarily scared that it's going to harm you, but you're filled with a profound sense of its immense power, majesty, and wonder. This is the kind of fear that leads to worship and humility. It's an acknowledgement of something far greater than yourself. Respect and deference. This is like respecting a wise parent, a brilliant teacher, or a powerful leader. You respect their authority, their wisdom, and their position. This kind of respect naturally guides your actions and choices. You don't want to disregard their wisdom or disrespect their authority. Moral seriousness and conscientiousness. Fearing God also means taking God seriously. His commands, his character, his expectations. It's the opposite of being flippant or dismissive. It implies a deep commitment to living in alignment with what is good and right. A healthy regard for consequences. While it's not about being scared of arbitrary punishment, it does acknowledge that actions have consequences. Disregarding divine principles can lead to negative outcomes, not because God is arbitrarily punishing, but because the universe is structured in a certain way. This is less about being afraid of God, and more about being afraid of the outcome of departing from wisdom or goodness. The parent-child connection, a deeper look. Let's go back to our parent-child analogy. A child who truly loves and respects their parent isn't afraid of them in a terrorizing sense. However, they do fear displeasing their parent, not out of terror, but out of a desire to maintain that loving relationship, to honor them, and because they trust their parents' wisdom. They understand that their parents' rules are often for their own good. A child might also be in awe of their parents' ability to build things, solve problems, or provide. This isn't fear, but admiration and respect for their capabilities. And yes, a child might fear the consequences of disrespecting or disobeying their parent. Perhaps losing privileges, causing disappointment, or straining the relationship. But this isn't the same as being scared of physical harm. It's a healthy recognition of boundaries and the value of the relationship itself. So, when we talk about fearing God, we're talking about a relationship built on deep respect, profound trust, and a desire for alignment. It's not a cowering servitude, but one of reverent devotion. It implies understanding God not just as powerful, but as just, good, and the ultimate source of wisdom. This is why the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, as Proverbs 9:10 tells us. It means recognizing God's rightful place in the universe and aligning oneself with that reality. This nuanced understanding of fearing God is precisely the kind of insight the Bible invites us to explore. A superficial reading of fear misses the richness of the concept and misunderstands the very nature of the relationship being depicted. By drilling into this, we challenge common misconceptions and open up a more mature, robust understanding of faith and spirituality. This isn't just for Christians, it resonates with anyone seeking deeper truths about respect, trust, and the pursuit of wisdom in life. Job wasn't scared of God. He held God in profound awe, reverence, and respect, and that respect guided his every action.